Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do want to say, y'all know what? Every time I get out here, I start yawning. Every time I be in the house the whole time researching stuff. No yawn, no nothing. But no soon I come out here to start talking about what I'm going to talk about, I start yawning, y'all, every time. I don't know why. But anyways, I do want to say welcome to my channel. If you have not yet, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, okay? Like, comment, share. Tell a friend to come to this channel. Come watch. It may be some things on here that would help them, okay? Everything I do to help somebody, all right? Everything I talk about it to help somebody, okay? Because somebody may be going through some stuff and don't even realize why they going through this stuff or why they accepting this stuff, okay? But like I said, spirits is real. Spirits do attach. We are fighting a spiritual battle. And that is why most of us can't make it in life, okay? We're just going to be honest. That is why. Because stuff is attached to our bloodline that we have no idea about, and it trickles down to us, y'all. It trickles down to us. But I'm here to tell y'all today that as sure as my name is Nichelle Nicole Cherry, I'm gonna break these generational curses, okay, off of this bloodline, because I want my kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids' kids to be okay and good, okay? So it starts with us. I do want to say that it starts with us, whether we gonna do right or no, okay? That's what it all boils down to. If we gonna accept, to choose to still continue living, doing the stuff we've been doing, which we know ain't good, or if we gonna stop and break it, okay? It starts with us. That's basically what a generational curse is, and it just trickle down. All right? Keep on moving. That's basically what it is. All right, so I'm going to get started. I got like I got 2 pages of notes. 2 pages of notes, y'all. Let me wipe my glasses off before we get into this, because I got to put my glasses on. I'm about to go and get into it. I ain't even going to talk that much, like I usually do. Okay, y'all. I had to wipe my glasses out. All right, I'm ready now. Okay, so we are going to talk about ancestral covenants. We're going to talk about idolatry. We're going to talk about generational curses, okay? That's what we're about to talk about today, all right? So I'm going to first start off with the word idolatry. Idolatry is the worship of an idol as though it were God, all right? Idolatry, the worship of someone or something other than God as though it were God. Our ancestors, you know, some spiritual people, they say that they don't believe in God. They believe in their ancestors, and their ancestors this and their ancestors that, and all of this, okay? This is a form of idolatry, and this is going against one of God's laws, okay? He says, worship no other idol before me, okay? So yes, that is definitely going against God, okay? All right, so ancestors, I have the definition for ancestors. A person related to you who lived a long time ago, okay? That is your ancestor, okay? All right, so idols, I got the definition of that. A person or thing that is greatly admired, loved, or revered. Revered means to feel deep respect or admiration for something, okay? So, like I said, the people that swear that they talk to their ancestors and they getting guides from their ancestors, that's not good, and that is a form of idolatry, all right? And God does not want us to do that, all right? So that's, we start that off with that, like that, okay? Ancestor worship refers to rituals designed to commemorate and venerate the spirits of one's deceased forebears, okay? So if you don't know what that means, what I just said, ancestor worship refers to rituals designed to commemorate, all right, praise and venerate the spirits of one's deceased forebears, okay? That's the presence, all right? We don't know what rituals are. Rituals is a series of actions or type of behavior regularly and invariably followed by someone. So, you know, ancestor worship refers to rituals, okay? That was the first thing that is said about ancestor worship, all right? Rituals, clear as day definition, a series of actions or type of behavior regularly and invariably followed by someone. All right, so twisted. Invariably, in every case or on every occasion, always doing it. Okay, that's what invariably means. All right, so that's when you do something continuously, that is considered a ritual. And so smudging is traditionally a ceremony for purifying or cleansing the soul of negative thoughts of a person or place. All right, burning sage, also known as smudging, is an ancient spiritual ritual. Okay, so a lot of us have been burning sage. A lot of us still is burning sage. So I brought all of this into the generational curse video today to let y'all know that this is a form of idolatry, okay? And so God does not want us to continually, because it says to invariably followed by someone. That means that you do this all the time, like every day. It's not like you're doing it just to cleanse your area of a negative energy or negative spirit or something like that on occasion, but you doing it every day. So this is a form of idolatry, and so this going against God's law. Okay, basically that's basically what that is saying. It's going against God's law, because a lot of us, we have been told that it was from our ancestors. Yeah, it was from our ancestors. Did do that. Okay, yes they did. They did have sage and stuff, and they did burn it. Yes they did. But like I said, this is also, I brought the sage in there because I feel like this got something to do with the generation too, okay? Like I said, ancestral covenants is what I'm about to talk about next. And I feel like all of this stuff that's going on now in the world, it's done happened before. This just a new generation, and I just feel like a lot of this stuff is just passed down, and some of this stuff is hindering us in life, and it's keeping us from getting to where we need to get to in life, okay? It's keeping us from recognizing who we really are, who we truly are, and who we need to become, okay? And what our God-given purpose is in life, all right? Our God-given purpose is to bring us great fortune, okay? Riches, okay? But he just wants us to obey him and follow him, his rules, his laws, obedience, okay? That is what he wants, okay? And so a lot of us, we try to get it the fast way. We go to the devil, okay? Some of us, we do go to the devil, okay? Not including me. I'm not never going to the devil about nothing. But some people do, okay? I'm just saying in general, like the people of this generation, okay? A lot of them go to the devil, all right? Because they want it fast. They don't want to do it God's way. Half of them don't even believe in God. So this is considered, this is probably something that they ancestors did, you know what I'm saying? And they don't even know. This probably is. You never know. That's why I said what I'm about to do after this video, since I done did my research on this, because this is really deep. I'm going to pull up all my ancestral history, okay? And so I need to find out about my mama's mama and daddy, and I need to find out about my mama's mama, and yeah, my mama's mama and her daddy's mama. You know what I'm saying? I think I said that right. So my mama's daddy, which is my papa, his mama and his daddy, and then my mama's mama, her mama and her daddy. And so then I not just want to stop right there. I want to take it back one more generation before that, and I want to see what I can find out about that. Because to be honest with you guys, a lot of us have things tied to our bloodline, things that are attached to our bloodline, and some of the things that our people did before us is why we are the way we are stuck in life, most of us. Okay, stuck in life or being hindered or blocked from our blessings and stuff like that. It's a curse, okay? And so some of the things they did that they probably did not reap in their time, okay? Because you reap what you sow, okay? And, it probably didn't hit them, some of the things that they did, the sins and the bad things they did. It probably didn't hit them, but it hit it may not hit the next generation, but it hit this generation. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I feel like that's why a lot of, like, my mind done been open to so much stuff. That's why a lot of people going through some of the things they going through. It's not necessarily that they was living a bad life, but because of the forefathers, okay, the ancestors, your ancestors and your bloodline, you may be catching some bad karma from what they did years and years and years and years and years ago. No telling what they practiced, okay, years and years and years and years ago. And so what happens now, in this time, in our generation, we do certain things and we don't understand why we are doing them, okay? But that is because we are reaping the consequence of our ancestors, okay? That's why. And so some of our ancestors have came into agreement with bad things, okay? That's witchcraft, idolatry, just sinning, period. Sexual immorality, fear. They came into agreement. This is what covenant means, to come into agreement with. They came into agreement with the spirit of fear. They came into agreement with the spirit of lust. They came into agreement with the spirit, you know what I'm saying, just coming into agreement with just doing certain things. And let me tell y'all something, God gives every generation a chance to break the curse, okay? So if that generation didn't break it, then it was passed down to the next generation to break it, okay, right? And so if that generation don't break it, it's passed down to that's they kids to break it. And if they kids don't break it, it's gonna keep continuing like that, and until somebody breaks it. Whoever takes a stand, be bold enough to break it and walk in God's way to break it. That's the only way you're going to break it, walking in God's way. Whoever takes a stand and walk in God's way to break it, that's when it will be broke, okay? But until then, it will continue to trickle down generations, all right? So that's what I want. That's basically what a generational curse is and how it flows, okay? I want everybody to understand that. Okay, so now I done said all of that. Let me go on. Ancestral covenants, the covenants that were made by our ancestors, either fourth, third, second, or first generation. Whichever generation it is, the covenant flows through the family lineage, okay? It goes down the line. That's what lineage is. It just goes down the line, all right? Covenant and agreement, I told y'all that, all right? Generational curse is the cumulative effect on a person, cumulative effect on a person of things that their ancestors did, believed, or practiced in the past, and a consequence of ancestors' actions, beliefs, and sins being passed down. Now, I just talked about that. Okay, I really wanted to talk about it before I got to the definition of it so y'all can get the breakdown of it, okay? So I'm sure y'all still with me. I'm sure y'all caught that. I'm sure y'all understand, okay? So I'm going to read generational curse again because I did keep on messing up. Y'all, excuse me. Sometimes I be tripping over words. Okay. But it'll be okay because we go still keep it moving. All right. So generational curse. The cumulative effect on a person of things that their ancestors did. Okay. The effect, that says the effect, the cumulative effect on a person of things that their ancestors did, okay? Things that they did, I just talked about that, whether it be sex, sexual things, like being a whore, basically. I hate to say it like that, a whore. Drinking, smoking, partying, witchcraft, let me think, lying, cheating, stealing, robbing, killing, whatever it is, okay? Believed, whatever they believed in. They I don't know what to say, because I wasn't back then, but they probably believed in something before their time. You know what I'm saying? Like how everybody's saying now, spirituality is believing in your ancestors. No, it's not. Spirituality is believing that there's a higher form, a higher superpower, okay, which is God. All right, that's what spirituality is. All right, and I'm gonna do a video on spirituality too. I really am, so people can understand it. It's not no religious thing. It is of God. Spirituality is of God, okay? We are all spiritual beings. That's what I want everybody to know. All right. So I said things that their ancestors did, believed, or practiced in the past, okay? Or practice, that's witchcraft, okay? That's burning sage, okay? All types of things. I'm trying to think of some more examples to give y'all. But y'all get the point. Like, there's just stuff that they did that they were supposed to do in that time, because the word has been the same from the beginning, okay? And from God, the word has been the same from the beginning of God, and ain't nothing changed, ain't nothing new under the sun. So just like I'm sitting here reading this to y'all now, like I had a choice to come out here and do this or not do it, so I chose to do it. But that's just saying, like, you got choices in life that you got to make. And let's just make sure that we are making the right choices, okay? Because everything we do not only affects us, it affects the generation to come. And that's our kids and our kids' kids, okay? That's what I want everybody to understand. Practiced in the past and a consequence of ancestors' actions, beliefs, and sins being passed down, okay? So that's what a generational curse is. I want to read it one more time so everybody can grasp it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to read it one more time. One more time. Generational curse, the cumulative effect on a person of things that their ancestors did, believed, or practiced in the past, and a consequence of ancestors' actions, beliefs, and sins being passed down. So it says clearly that a generational curse is a consequence of ancestors' actions, beliefs, and sins, okay? Actions, beliefs, and sins, a consequence, right? Now let me tell y'all, everybody has, I feel like everybody got generational curses, okay? Now some people have broke theirs. Some people have broke their generational curse off of their family line, all right? These are the people of God. When you become a child of God, you start breaking stuff down in the spiritual realm. You really do. And them generational curses go with that too, all right? Examples of generational curses are addictions such as drugs, alcohol, sex, mental illnesses such as depression, schizophrenia, bipolar depression, physical illnesses such as high blood pressure, heart problems, and cancer, and even poverty, okay? And then I just take us right back to Ephesians 6:12, because I do want everybody to understand this clearly. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, okay? Principalities and powers are two names or titles given to spiritual forces, along with authorities and rulers, all right? And that's demonic forces and evil spirits, all right? And evil spirits, if you shall not know, I named them to y'all yesterday in yesterday's video. Fear, doubt, anger, lust, all these things, all right? And I got a verse for y'all just to give y'all an example of a spirit. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Okay, that a sound mind, no confusion. All right. You got peace. That's peace, a sound mind. Okay, and so as far as our ancestors, a lot of us, we are scared of what people may say or think about us, so we want to follow in the crowd. We want to be popular. We want to be recognized. We want to do everything that everybody else is doing. But when you are a child of God, it comes a time when you must separate. Okay? Now, when you go against that, you making a curse come upon yourself and your family. Okay, when you go against God's when you go against God's way. Okay, generational curses are applied and maintained on 3 levels. These levels are genetically, environmentally, and supernaturally. All right, 3 levels: genetically, and that means genetics, environments, and supernatural. Generational curses, 3 levels. All right, an example of a generational curse passed down genetically would be many diseases such as diabetes, heart problems, and cancer. This is why doctors ask about family history. They understand that lifestyles or behaviors that result in illness will be passed down throughout several generations. Okay, so you know when you go to the doctor, they always, if you go, excuse me, y'all. If you go to the doctor for say for instance heart trouble, all right, you go to the doctor because your chest being hurt, and then when you go in there, they gonna ask you, do your mom or your dad have any history of having a heart trouble, heart attacks, blase, diabetes? They ask you that. They do ask you that. And so that's why, because they already know if somebody in your family had it, then it probably you probably have it because it's genetically passed down, hereditary in your bloodline. Okay, let me tell you something. You are not supposed to be sick. Okay, you are not supposed. So if you are facing something like this, it's probably a generational curse latched onto your line of lineage. Okay, your bloodline. All right, and this is something that you need to pray against. Okay, this is something that you need to pray against. Like I tell y'all, spirits. It's spirits. Okay, it's something that we need to come in a realization with. It's something that we need to recognize. All right. The second level in which a generational curse is maintained is through environment. It must be understood that we acquire many of our behaviors, good or bad, from our family origins. Origins is the point or place where something begins. All right, that's the beginning of the family tree. And if you want to know what the beginning of the family tree was, that was Adam and Eve. All right, that was Adam and Eve. So you start there, okay? So we was cursed from the beginning, to be honest. All right. But Abraham broke it for us. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna get all into that. But I read it, but I don't gonna get all into that on here. But that's it right there. Okay. Adam and Eve, they was the first 2. Okay. And then it kept going, generation after generation after generation after generation, until it came to your great granddaddy, to people you can go and look up, and your great grandma. Okay, people you can look up, people in the slave time. Okay, what they did, our great that was in that time, the ones that were slaves, the ones that were on the ships in the water and stuff like that, what type of stuff they was doing. Okay, that's where you got to find out how far back these generational curses go so you can break them. Okay, that's why I said I'm going to get my family history. All right, I need to know. All right, so examples of environmental generational curses are poverty, where you grew up at. Most of the time, family that lives in the project all their life, most likely when their kids get up, they gonna go and do the same thing. They gonna live in the projects all their life, unless they break it, okay? Unless they break it. And they decided to push through and get something better for themselves. Okay, that's breaking a generational curse. You just broke a generational curse if you're not doing the same thing that your parents did. Okay, that's breaking a generational curse. All right, so for instance, I broke a generational curse. All right, so I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. My mom and my dad both were on drugs. All right, crack cocaine. So me, I broke a generational curse when it comes to that, because I ain't never did no hard drugs, okay? All right, so that was one that I broke. But the next one I'm trying to break is poverty, because I'm not poor, but I just got a place to live, car, house, all this stuff. But I want more, okay? And so I don't feel like I got enough, and I want it all. So I'm going for that. That's what I'm going for. So I'm breaking that. Okay, because my kids ain't gonna have to struggle up out of here like I had to. Okay, no. See, that's a generational curse. Struggling. No. It's up to you to break that. What are you gonna do to make a change for your generations to come? Okay, that's my point I'm getting at. So they won't have to struggle. And so they kids won't have to struggle. That's how it's supposed to be. All right? You gotta make a change. All right? Okay. Broken relationships. Most of us who was growing up probably seen abuse between the parents in the household. I ain't gonna say most of us, I'm gonna say some of us. So yes, when you see this as a child, most of the time when you grow up, you gonna put up with the same thing. This is a curse. All right, they saying that this is a curse. I just want everybody to understand that this is a curse. And so that needs to be broken. So therefore, when you get involved with someone you're in a relationship with, you know not to take that, okay? You can break that. You don't have to put up with that, all right? Okay, so spiritual generational curse. Spiritual generational curse. God's recompense in the life. This is what spiritual generational curse is. God's recompense in the life of a person. That means you reap what you sow. Basically, your compensation. You're compensated. You're compensated. God's recompense in the life of a person and his or her descendants as a result of iniquity. Okay, so basically, spiritual generational curses is God basically, like, if you don't follow his path, like, that generational curse shall not be broken. It will stay attached to your bloodline, and God is what I got from that. Basically, like, this is, some things can only be broken through God. Okay, this is spiritual generational curse. And I do have something that you guys can go and read. I'm not going to read it all on here. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. But I'm going to put it on here so you guys can go read it if you are interested in reading it. I have read it, but I'm not going to read it out on here. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about generational curses and how they affect all of us and how we can break them. We can break them. So I'm going to show y'all this. I hope that y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Bring it down. So, all right, that is the title. That's what you can type in, and you can go and read this passage and learn more, okay, about generational curses. It does say curses from the womb. Curses affect the household. Curses are broken. All right. Curses can be broken. All right. I'm going to read this one. I'm going to read this one about curses are broken based on Galatians 3:13. So this is my Bible verse that I'm going to give to y'all today. All right, Galatians 3. This is the only one I'm going to get to y'all today. Galatians 3:13. Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for us. For it is written, cursed is everyone who is hanged on a tree. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm gonna read the Galatians. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna read the Galatians 3:13 New Living Translation because I think this is better because that version I just read. But Christ has rescued us from the curse pronounced by the law. When he was hung on the cross, he took upon himself the curse for our wrongdoing. For it is written in the scriptures, cursed is everyone who is hung on a tree. Okay. So basically, God died for our sins. The world was full of sin then in the Bible days. It still is now. And he basically saying he died for our salvation, for us to come to him. So I'm going to read this little passage. Like I said, y'all can go and read this for yourself. It talks a lot about it. It goes into depth about it, okay? Curses are broken based on Galatians 3:13, which speaks of our redemption. Nevertheless, our redemption from the curse is legal, not automatically. What Jesus purchased for us through his blood on the cross has to be appropriated by faith. As far as eternal salvation is concerned, we are secure. Yet, as far as curses are concerned, saints can still be affected, okay? It does not matter if you are saved. Curses need to be identified and broken in the lives of saints. Breaking a curse takes away the legal right that the demons have to operate. Okay, so listen. Like I told y'all, we wrestle against not flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Listen to me. Generational curse. It is demons. It is stuff that our ancestors made covenant with, okay? Ancestral covenant. That's why I said I need to research my background, my ancestral background, because I want to know everything that they did, okay? So I can know what stuff I need to come against in my bloodline so it don't trickle down to mine, okay? Or so I can break it off of mine, because I got 4 kids. So they won't have to go through certain stuff that I went through, because I'm telling y'all, I done struggled. But the devil is a lie. I ain't gonna struggle too much longer. I'm speaking that into existence, because I'm learning about this stuff, and that's what I'm saying. I heard earlier, for my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Okay, I don't know what verse that is, but that stuck with me, and that's gonna stick with me. For my people perish because of lack of knowledge. That's saying, like, we not going to research that. We not trying to find out. We just living life just day by day. Girl, we about to go turn up. Okay, and it's not all about that. It's not all about that. It's deeper. It's way deeper than that. Let me finish. What Jesus purchased for us through his blood on the cross has to be appropriated by faith. As far as eternal salvation is concerned, we are secure. Yet, as far as curses are concerned, saints can still be affected. Curses need to be identified and broken in the lives of saints. Breaking a curse takes away the legal right the demons have to operate. Once the legal grounds are destroyed, demons can be forced to manifest and be cast out in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Curses are generational. They can affect many generations after the iniquity has been committed. Some curses need to be broken 5, 10, 20, and 11, 25 generations back on both sides of the family. Whew, Lord. Okay, so that's what I said, y'all. This stuff is deep. This stuff is deep, man. This stuff is mind boggling. Like, my head all day been feeling like, that's how my head been feeling. For real. So, okay, I'm going to read y'all some of the different types of curses. So, right, where you going to put me some water in a cup? I don't want that. I'm going to read y'all some of the different types of curses, okay? Curse of death and destruction, all right? Opens the door for spirits of death and destruction to enter a family, causing premature deaths, accidents, and tragedies. Curse of destruction of the family priesthood opens the door for spirits of strife, alcoholism, adultery, rebellion. Ahab was a king in the Bible, y'all. He was evil. And others to enter the family with the result of broken relationships and the breakdown of the family union. Curse of Jezebel opens the door for spirits of Jezebel and Ahab to operate, causing God's order in the home to be perverted and destroyed. This curse also works with the curse of destruction of the family priesthood. Curse of poverty opens the door for spirits of lack, bondage, begging, vagabond, poverty, unemployment, and debt to operate in a family. Curse of pride, Leviathan, okay, he's a dude in the Bible, opens the door for pride to operate, causing destruction and resistance from God. Curse of pride. Curse of sickness and infirmity opens the door for spirits such as cancer, arthritis, diabetes, and other sicknesses to operate in the family. Curse of vagabond opens the door for poverty, wandering, and the vagabond to operate. Many Christians who wander from church to church without commitment may be under the curse of vagabond. Okay, vagabond is spelled V-A-G-A-B-O-N-D. If y'all want to go look that word up. Curse of whoredom opens the door for the spirits of lust, vanity, whoredom, perversion, Jezebel, and spiritual impurity to enter a family. Curse of witchcraft opens the door for spirits of poverty, lust, rebellion, fragmentation of the soul, and a host of others to enter the bloodline due to actual or ancestral participation in witchcraft. This is deep. Other types of curses. Imprecation, to pronounce a curse. There are many imprecatory psalms that can be used in spiritual warfare to destroy demons. In the Psalms, David would curse his enemies and ask the Lord to destroy them. Spoken curses, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Okay, that's what he say. That's Proverbs 18:21. All right. That's why I tell, be careful what we say. Be careful what you say. Okay.
Do you want the water?
Y'all need to go read this. Like, I'm getting all of this from this right here. This is what I encourage everybody that just watched this video to look up. Type that in, spiritual warfare, generational curses, and you see that, Faith Life Sermons. And go there and read that. Like, it is deep and it got a lot of stuff in here that I feel like everybody that watched this want to know about generational curses need to go look at, okay? Yeah, I'm just scrolling. I ain't read all of this. I ain't started off. I said I was gonna read all of it, but I said, nah, I'm gonna tell them to go read it themselves because y'all got minds of y'all own too. Y'all can research just like I do. I bring y'all the basics, okay? I come so you can go research, learn a little something from me, and go research upon it some more for yourself, okay? All right, y'all. So that is all I have for y'all today. I hope that this helped someone. I hope this opened up some eyes, all right, to other things. I don't want it. I hope that this opened up some eyes to other things going on in life. And I probably won't. Excuse me, y'all. I'll keep yawning. I was up early this morning. I probably won't be back out here for a couple of days. I'm going to just be researching. I'll probably come back on here Monday. Yeah, Monday I'll be back with another topic. So I hope everyone is having a blessed Friday, a good Friday, all right? And until Monday, deuces.